Hey, I'm Mike Baccarella, and today we're going to take a look at two Jimmy Wyble single note 2/5 lines. That's right, single note, no counterpoint. Let's take a look. The people who do know about Jimmy Wyble tend to know about his counterpoint solo guitar stuff, which is some of my favorite stuff on the planet ever. But a lot of people don't seem to know that he did a lot of single note playing with various groups. He was with Red Norvo. He was with Benny Goodman. He did a lot of sessions. In addition to the jazz stuff, he's also with Bob Wills and the Texas Playboys, and did a lot of Western swing stuff with various artists too. So there's a whole wealth of Jimmy Wyble single note stuff that no one's really talking about, and I want to kind of bring awareness to that. So I decided to take a look at these two lines today. When Jimmy played single note stuff, he sounded a lot like Charlie Christian. He was very much into that style of playing. These two lines come from the recording of "I Want to Be Happy" from a Benny Goodman live album. And because we're doing Jimmy Wyble single note lines today, I had to get my guitar out that was previously owned by Jimmy. Figured that was suitable for today. And let's take a look at the first line. Both of these 2/5s are a 2/5 in the key of E flat. So we have F minor 7, B flat 7, E flat major 7. So this first one, I feel like he's thinking B flat 7 the whole time. He's not really acknowledging the F minor part. So let's take a look. So we start here on a C on the 3rd string on the 5th fret. And we do an enclosure up to D, which is the 3rd of our B flat chord. So we go C, E flat, C, C sharp, D. So I pick the first note, pull off, and then slide. Now once we get to this D, we go F, G, A flat, which is outlining the top of our B flat 7 arpeggio. Okay, so there's our first measure. Now from here we go up to a B natural, which is our flat 9, and we go up to our C sharp natural, which is our sharp 9. And then we do this little bebop trill down to B flat and to A flat. So we kind of got like some diminished, altered kind of stuff going on right there. And then we go down to G flat and E flat. So here's our full 2/5 line without the resolution. Now our resolution, so we go from G flat or F sharp, slide up to G, down to E flat. So here's our full line. So this line's really cool. It's got a nice enclosure to start off with, and then it's got a really cool bebop trill down to and a really cool Charlie Christian-esque resolution. Now our second line is also a 2/5 to E flat. So we got F minor, B flat 7, E flat. And this one, you could argue what he's thinking the whole time. You could argue he's thinking F minor the whole time. You could argue he's thinking B flat the whole time. In my head, he's kind of thinking B flat the whole time. And there's a lot of chromatics in this line, which is really cool. So we start here on a D. I'm playing here on the 12th fret of the 4th string. And we're going to walk down chromatically to B flat. So D, D flat, C, C flat, B flat. And we jump down to G. And then A flat, C. There's our first measure. So to me, that's a B flat chord because we're going from the 3rd of B flat down to the root and to the flat 7 to the 9. But you could justify that as an F minor 6 kind of sound too. Because you're starting on the 6th, going to the 4th, and then we kind of outline the 3rd and the 5th. It doesn't matter which way you think of it, as long as it makes sense to you and you could use it. So if it helps you to think of it as F minor, do it. If it helps you to think of it as B flat, do it. Whatever gets this line into your playing is what's important. So there's the first measure. Now the second measure, we jump down to F, and we walk down to E flat, and then C, and we land on D. And once we get to D, we're going to play up. Basically, it's like an F minor 6 or a D minor 7 flat 5. But what this gets us over the B flat 7 chord gets us a B flat 9 arpeggio. So we have a third or D, F which is our fifth, A flat's our flat 7, C is our 9. That's a really colorful way to navigate a B flat 7. And then we land on a B flat to resolve. So here's the full line. And of course we can take little pieces of that. Like just learning this is a super valuable tool you can use to navigate your dominant 7th chords. Because it gives you a bunch of chromatics that lead from the third to the root. That's something worth grabbing. I like that. I like that line a lot. I always try to stress this. Learning long lines is cool and fun, but a lot of times you can get a lot more out of just small segments of the line. So I recommend when you tackle this, take small pieces of it and make sense of it for yourself. Be able to visualize it in the way that makes sense to you, because each little piece of this is a valuable piece of vocabulary in the bebop style. And the more of this you get under your fingers, the more you're going to be able to use it. So leave me a comment and let me know if you would like to see more Jimmy Wyble single note stuff. There's a lot of this I've transcribed that would be a lot of fun to take a look at. You know, in addition to more of his counterpoint stuff, which I'm planning more lessons on too. But let me know if there's something you're interested in exploring a little more too. Thanks for checking out the lesson. Keep practicing. I'll see you next time.